everybody, it's Yall. I was gonna make this video after I made the message to subscribers video the other day, but I was tired and yesterday I just stayed on the road all day. Right now it's actually 10:30 at night, but if I don't do it, I'm never gonna do it. So I'm gonna do a review on a character figure that everybody's been requesting. So this right here is a miniature Scorponok that came with Blackout. He's not who we're reviewing. No. We're reviewing Cybertron Prime. So there's a lot of this figure, so we're just gonna get into the review right now. Now this is always referred to pretty much as a Cybertronian fire truck. To me, it looks more like a weapons carrier because neither of these really look like a ladder on a fire truck. And so they got two key gimmicks. They've got this one right here. This isn't Prime's key. It's in one of the boxes somewhere. You push the key in right there, and these two missiles pop out on the sides of the missile launcher right here. And on this one, they have a light and sound feature that goes with it. You push this button right here, and it has this little sound right there. Kind of sounds like one shot with a bunch of echoes after it. I'm not sure for sure, but you put the key in, everything opens up, and you get like a charging sound. If you press it real quick like this, you just get one blast and an explosion after. But if you hold it for a second, it gives multiple shots. And this sound doesn't sound as good to me. And then when you let go, it does the same like if you just tap it. So to me it sounds better just tapping rather than holding. There is a flying vehicle mode. And no, don't fall off, don't fall off. The joints on this that hold everything together, on mine at least, don't do their job as good as I would have hoped they would. Oh, that's what I'm messing up. Okay, so anyway, you've got the flying truck mode right here. I believe it's J.T. Mitchell reviewed it just like the other day, and he showed doing something I hadn't really seen done before, and that was turning the wings up. And it's good. It lines up these panels right here with this right here, and then these kind of stick up. But if you keep them down, which is I think the way they show in the instructions, this panel right here is level with this panel right here, and then you have a small step. Either way, it looks good, and I just wanted to give credit where credit is due. I'm not gonna just copy his stuff and not give him credit for it. Oh, also these little cannons right here flip down to the sides of the truck in the flying truck mode, so that he's not just shooting himself in the chest. So let's go ahead. Done with that. Take this off. Take these pods off right here. You're going to swing the legs down. These parts of the legs rotate up and around. And they don't clip to the back of the leg, but this is spring loaded, so it holds pretty well. The side windows are going to go and pivot over the matrix. These are going to come and clip into the sides, pull up the shoulder pads, and that is going to free up the forearms, and they rotate into position. They have a little slider on the back, push that and the head pops out. Now, he has a mouth. He's one of the primes that does him, and I think there was a first wave of Energon had mouths. But anyway, just take, and they have a small lever on the back of his helmet. Pull that down, and it doesn't stay all the way up. So if you want to, you can take and kind of work the lever and it looks like his mouth plate's moving, like he's talking. Let's see. Oh yeah. Flip this down. Now, like you saw, the chest cavity does open up. It opens up to the sides. I like that better than just flopping up like the 20th Prime does. It looks nice. It's something different. The easiest way I find to pop the matrix out is just pick the little waist guard up, put it back down, and it pulls everything down with it. The matrix is removable. It doesn't open up like the matrix for 20th Prime does, but it's got a nice little paint app. It's got the orangish, metallic orange right there. Only on one side though, but you know, it's still a nice thing that they made it removed. Just show you his gun real quick. He has a small peg on the gun that goes into his hand, just to kind of stabilize it a little bit. So good size gun. It really fits the character well. It's not overly huge like the Armada Prime's gun. If you use it with his base mode, the gun looks like it's that long, while the base, not super mode Prime is holding it. So let's go ahead and put this guy into his super mode. Now, the American instructions, and I believe even the American box art, I don't remember, it's been a long time, shows with the wings down like this. And I guess that's just to differentiate from Takara's product. Let's just go ahead and stick. So this right here, if you got it like this, all the inside of the wings is unpainted. It's kind of got some molded in detail. If they would have painted it, that would have been alright. But it looks so much better, to me at least, if you just rotate. See, I'm going to have to take it back off. I thought I'd be able to swing them around, but they hit the shoulders. Swing these 180 degrees. And I really like the way this attaches. It goes underneath the shoulders, clips on around on top, and it's very solid. It doesn't have much movement to it, and very good attachment. It's not like on Armada Prime where if you move it, it wants to separate. It's on there for a good little while after you put it on. Now, like I was saying, with it displayed this way, you have the tires on the top showing. They've got the copper. You've got the paint in this detail right here. It's kind of hidden behind the shoulders, but certain ways if you put the arm, it does show. So next part is you're going to take and flip the backs of the legs down like that. Separate this pod that had the cannons on it into two separate pods. And if I put them on the correct leg, they go on a lot better. So you got that right there. The guns on the side of his legs stow in the down position very well. The weapons on his wings, you can position them around the back and have them stowed upwards, but then he becomes very back heavy. He would probably stand if you had the heel extensions from Wing Saber. He'd stand if you had that, but like this, it looks cool, and I do it with this one, and I'll show you why in a second, but it's just a lot of weight on his back if you put both in the stowed position. Of course, you know, nothing has changed in here. All the key gimmicks still work, and let me just flip these up just to kind of show you that real quick. Also, when he's in super mode, he's got these little ears that pop out to the side. So just do a slow spin for y'all. Right there, just kind of show him off a little bit. Very good looking Prime. I like this one a lot. It's actually probably my favorite. I like the two movie Primes real well, but just to have him, you know, displayed up somewhere, this one right here, I find looks better. There's almost no kibble to this guy. Everything that is on him has a purpose, and it's not in the way of anything else. Now, bear in mind, I mean, these big wings, they will get in the way of something eventually. This and the Voyager Prime from the movie are probably neck and neck for my favorite Prime up to this point. I don't really count 20th Prime in there because he's just... If you include him in any other discussion about a Prime, he wins. So if I discuss my favorite Prime, just my favorite Prime besides 20th Prime. So there we have him. Now, a while back someone asked me to review Leo Breaker and his combination with Optimus, and I told him I could not do it because I did not own him. And I still do not own Leo Breaker. However, that does not mean that if I were to have found, oh, say, Nemesis Breaker, I couldn't review him. So, let's just go ahead and hook him up. And now, of course, this isn't the one that's supposed to go with Prime. The colors don't match, but it kind of gives you an idea, if you can imagine it in a lighter color, what Leo Breaker would look like. And this is what I was saying about taking and stowing this cannon on this side. Now, he will connect to either side, but he's so large on that side that I don't like having Prime's cannon out on that side because it gets in the way of this guy. You can take and pose up to a certain point, and past that, this shoulder pad starts to hit, and you can come down, but I feel something hitting it. I don't see it. But it looks like a very good figure. This right... Let me rephrase that. It looks like a decent figure. The figure is very compromised to be able to mesh up with Optimus and also Megatron. But it's a neat concept. He's a little bit more awkward to balance because you've got an entire Voyager hanging off of his shoulder. But anyway, after I do my Megatron review, this guy is going to be my first victim of repainting. Since I only have one, I'm going to try and go for like an Allegiance neutral color scheme that doesn't really look like a Decepticon, doesn't really look like an Autobot, but can go on either of them. So I'm going to throw in some red, some silver. I'm going to try and eliminate a little bit of the black because until the movie line came along and we had Ironhide, there's not too many jet black Autobots that I can think of off the top of my head. So the black's going on. Oops. Anyway, thank you very much for watching the review, and let me know what you think. I'm sorry I rushed. It's just there's a whole lot of stuff this figure can do. Optimus Prime in his combined super mode is going to get a 10 out of 10. The single robot mode is oh shoot. I refilmed the whole review just because I forgot to mention this. What I don't like about this Prime, and I'm taking away his 10 rating for and dropping him in his combined mode to a 9, is because you extend the legs by a good 1.25 inches, but his arms stay just as short. There's no arm extension like there is on Fire Convoy or RID Prime, and that kind of hurts the figure a little bit. If he'd have a little bit longer arm to where he'd be more in proportion, that'd be a lot better. But this, like I said, still very good display piece. The regular robot mode is going to get a 7. The combined vehicle mode in the truck mode is going to get a 8. It looks awesome, but it doesn't hold itself together very well. The truck cab by itself, that's only going to get a 4. It doesn't look very good by itself without the rest of the stuff attached to it. And the flying truck mode is going to get a 7. Just because I don't buy into it. I know he uses it in the cartoon, but it doesn't stop it from, you know, it's a